Back, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night Split 1 BRL. We are here live in China, the Chinese Grand Prix. This is K Roads, or otherwise known as SF1 Roads. I am here doing a little bit of a guest commentary for BRL League, an amazing league. But we are live here with, looks like Sparky is the first one out. We also have Jadler out as well. Adlifer is also on his way out, but this is split one, guys. These are the quick guys, so expect to see a lot of onboard action. I'm just gonna adjust my mic. Seems very loud. Give me 1 second. That's much better. I was actually hearing myself over everything, but Shadler's out, Ludix is out, Boss Cookie's out. These guys are gearing up. So it is short qualifying for tonight, as well as a 50% race. Mostly, that's what these guys run. I will say that short quality, you're looking at a possible, depending on the track, it's going to be a solid 3 laps, maybe 2 to 3 laps. If you can squeeze a fourth in, some tracks like Australia, Austria is one of them. You can probably squeeze a fourth or fifth lap in, but this is definitely going to be a 3-lap, duel to see who can get pole. Everybody's on an out lap, but we're going to jump back up with Sparky because I believe he was first out, and he's going to start his flying lap now. Let me get the telemetry on for you guys. It always helps. Sparky around the long right-hander in that Williams. Williams has switched a little bit of a paint job and sponsors this season. Oh, Sparky goes wide. He goes into the grass. I don't think that's going to count as a lap. He also has a driver behind him. He's going to have to be careful. Yeah, moves out of the way. And his car is melting into the ground. That is something I haven't seen. Cheers to the viewers. Welcome, guys. Welcome to BRL. Gonna dive on board so I can follow your comments. BRL, Maverick is out. I gotta figure out who overtook Sparky. Oh, Ludix into the wall and out of qualifying. So he's gonna start P17 for the race. I caught that on camera out of luck. Bad luck for Ludix. So here we're gonna pop on with, let's see, Admix, where's he at? Currently on track. Little wide on that turn. Let me move through. Figure out there's Ard. Ard is currently the driver championship leader after 2 rounds, after Australia and Bahrain. Followed by Ham Newton. Alright. Ferrari Nut sets his time in. 31 for Chadler is 31. Ferrari Nut 34. I think he might have messed up on that lap. Voss Cookie sits at 31.3. Very close to Chadler. You have to pronounce. You have to excuse me. I'm learning how to pronounce these names. So Adlifer sets at 35. That's really down. I don't know if he might have made a mistake on that or not. Let me take a look. Yellow flags in Sector 1 and Sector 2. I'm sure that's just drivers moving out of the way. Ard goes only 3rd at a 31.5. Let me see their tires. Let's see what they're fitted. Oh, so Ard... I actually thought that Ard might have put a harder compound of tire on, and maybe that was why he was down. But it looks like Boss Cookie and Chadler are up for the drive today against Ard. As you have Sparky kind of bouncing around. Adlifer looks like he's going for a 2nd lap. Definitely he's pushing. He's in hot lap as well. Let me take a look through. Skippy is... Let's see where he's at in track. He's just started his lap. Mean Fern is going through. Tyler Clan looks like he's going to be starting his lap. Or no, he backed out of it. So right now, ooh, yellow flag. Ard goes really wide. Oh, there's another car, a Toro. Was that Mean Fern? No, it wasn't. All right, so let's get to grips. Adler spins. This track might not be suiting anybody's style of racing. This is quite a difficult track. Adler is just doing donuts now. You have to love it sometimes. But Adler lets the Haas go through. I believe that was Maverick who went through. No, Maverick's in a Renault. I have to get used. It was Ham Newton who went through. Or it was... So Skeppy is coming up to finish his lap here. Skeppy pulls it into the pits without setting a time. I think a lot of these guys are going to have to look at the top runners like Ard, Maverick, Boss Cookie, and Chadler that are running on the softs and think maybe it's worth running softs. I know short qualifying as opposed to full qualifying, you kind of have to think about your strategy a little bit. So the top 10 runners will start on the tires they set the fastest lap on, whereas 11th down will have a free choice of tires when the race starts. So Sparky is gearing up to start. I think he's already started his lap, his flyer first. Skeppy has done a lap, but did not put a time in. Switchback has not yet done a lap. Tyler's on his way out. Or Taylor. Trace is not out yet. Sitting in the pits currently. Ham Newton looks like he's on his way to start. Actually, going to start his lap. Not start his lap. He is on a flyer actually currently. Let's ride on board with Ham Newton. Currently second in the championship. Right behind Ard. Is he going to have anything to say against Ard today? Only time will tell as soon as we get into the race. Let's see if he can put himself up, sandwiched in between the top 5 and be next to Ard. Around that left-hander. So easy to spin the car out here. You have to take it easy, as these guys in split 1 are not allowed to use assist, so it's assist-free besides the racing line. Otherwise, I mean, the racing line's really not going to help you control the car. These guys are learning. I know a couple of them are learning. A couple of them are used to it. So Ard brakes at the 100-meter board. Easy on the brakes. Around that hairpin right. Come up here, right underneath. A little hard on the downshift. Across the DRS line. Sets a time. Goes 6. 32.8. Not a bad lap for Ham Newton. So Trace is on an out lap. Skeppy is on an out lap. These guys have 8 minutes and 30 seconds left, so that gives you roughly, for the people who haven't put a lap in, it's going to get close to if you can put 2 laps in. You have to get going now. Such as Skippy, Trace, Switchback, who's just sitting in the pits. Tyler, who's actually on a flyer right now. Let's see if they can do it. Chadler. Has Chadler have something to say about Ard's championship right now? Can he put himself on that step to say, no, you guys have forgotten about me. I'm here as well. And I have something to say. Ooh, Boss Cookie, that is not the way you enter the pits. Yep. Yep, that's the wall. Here we go. Maverick is on an out lap. Let me get this on board so I can follow any of the comments you guys place. Glad to have you guys on board tonight. I know it's late. Currently really late in North America, where I'm from. But anyways, we are here. We are in China, actually. So Maverick taking a good time to get around. Maybe he's getting out of the way of a driver. I think he is, but I think that driver's also on his way in. Sparky is on his way to pits. Ham Newton is on his way back out. It looks like Chandler's probably on his way in. Yeah, he is. Hard pushing another lap here. Let's see if he can put himself into the top 2, top 3. Currently sitting 4th. Let's see if Ard has anything that he can improve on from 31.5. And he does a 31.1. Improves by 4/10, so he's up to 2nd. Still not able to challenge Chandler. Chandler, I think, is surprising a couple people. Maybe not. Boss Cookie's on his outlap still. A lot of the drivers still in the pits. Adlifer goes up to 6th. Solid lap from him, 32.3. Yellow sector 3s, or 3. Pardon me, I have... Taylor is gonna dive into the pits. A couple of guys still not yet to set a lap. Trace Me is going to set a lap of 33.6, puts himself in 8th. Revs and Skippy jives back into the pits. Same with Revs is sitting there. Switchback Racers on his first outlap. Formula Rager in the comments says, look out for the ham on medium tires. We will do that. So far, a lot of the drivers have gone for, the softs, which are the top, 6. And it's kind of in order, because then the following 7 to 11 are mediums. You have 1 hard, which is Mean Fern, and Taylor has set a time on the mediums. I'm kind of wondering if Ham Newton is okay with this, leaving it on the mediums. Hawk says, carry me, Ranger. But like I'm saying, I wonder if Ham, being 2nd in the championship, is okay with just sitting in the pits for the remainder of the 420 that they have left, being comfortable on that medium and the time that he has set, that he can start this race and possibly do a 1-stop. Ham's time was on the hards. Thank you, Ranger, for correcting me. Appreciate it. Ham's going top 3. Well, I would say Ham would be top 3. He is currently 2nd in the championship, but let's face it, you never know what happens with league racing. Somebody could make the wrong move and take a wing off and completely, put your race out of perspective. It's all about, do you feel comfortable driving next to that person, or not driving but racing, what they're gonna do, reacting what they decide to do, I guess you'd say. But I mean, over my time of league racing, I've learned that the easy way and the hard way. It looks like Ham is on. He actually left on the medium, so he's going to look to improve. Yellow sector 1. I'm sure that's somebody getting out of the way. Boss Cookie is on a flyer as well. He's very low in fuel. I think he might have set a... I think he just has set... Yeah, he's definitely getting out of the way of somebody. Ard still in 2nd. Chandler in 1st. 2 minutes, roughly, I think about 2:30s when you want to get yourself out, set that final lap. Trace has set his time on a set of softs. A lot of people, I don't see anybody on the hards anymore, so I think time is going to improve. Let's find out. So Adam is running 11th right now with mediums on an outlap. A lot of these guys running outlap. I'm interested to see if Revs and Skippy and Switchback get a time in. They have not set a time yet. But you know what? Just for Skippy, let's run on board with his flying lap and see what he can do here. Crosses the finish line and started his flying lap. Let's see how he carries on with this long right-hander. Very easy to lose the car here and be easy on the brakes because you'll lock up. But if you brake too early, you slow down too quickly. Oh, Skippy almost loses it. Had to catch the car so hard there. It does. It sounds like he has a car behind him. I don't know. Nope. Codemasters didn't let that. I know Boss Cookie has retired from the session. Skippy goes a little wide. It is a very hard track to understand if you are coming off of, assists. I think he's going to back out of it. I think Skippy is done. So the two McLarens, like Split 2, aren't faring too well in Split 1 tonight. I would know that myself. I am in a McLaren for Split 2. Yes. Cheers, guys. You guys are lighting up the comments. I appreciate it. You guys are keeping me company while I'm doing this. But Revs is on a flyer. Let's see if he can actually slap a time in and get himself up in the top 10. He is currently set on this set of softs. Has not done a lap, so this should be pretty quick. Let's ride with him until qualifying. Currently 14 seconds until it's over. It looks like Chandler's on another lap. Art is on another lap. Art just crossed the line, so he might be best off here to get the best amount of track. That is the condition you want it to be. So qualifying's over. Let's see if Revs can set a lap. He's going to go across the start-finish line. Gets himself into 5th with a 31.5. So who might be next? Let me search through here. Taylor goes down to 12th. We have Ferrari Nut who crosses with 32.3. Maverick is doing a solid job in 4th right now, 31.4. Yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. Looks like it's Adlifer going slow. Mean has caught another driver. Hopefully that other driver is also on a oh, jeez, what was that? I think I saw a car going backwards, but Chandler sets a new fastest time at 30 flat. Whoa! What in the world was that? There's absolute carnage on the finish line. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but oh my gosh, Art sets the fastest lap of 30. Chandler, yeah, Pogs, if you're watching this, I have no words. No words. I have no idea what that was. And there goes the Toro behind there of Mean Fern. What in the world was that? Yes, so there you guys have it. I think everything is starting to freak out, but that is the greatest thing I've ever seen in a qualifying. Everybody blows up at the end. But as you guys have it, Ards has grabbed the pole position for the Chinese Grand Prix, followed by Chandler. And I think it was, I can't remember who was third. But congratulations to Ard. We're going to kick it off into the race. Guys in the comments section, let me know how you felt about what you just saw. I mean, I'm all about taking it serious, but that is just really hard to not take it serious. So Boss Cookie gets third, followed by BR Maverick. Revs gets fifth. Sparky gets sixth. Adlifer gets seventh. Ham Newton only eighth. So Trace Me gets ninth, and Ferrari Nut gets a solid 10th. Switchback Racer 11th. Deer Hunter 12th. BR Skippy gets 13th. Mean Ferrari is, or Mean Furrin. Oh, jeez. Mean, I'm just going to call him Mean 14th, Taylor 15th, and Adam 16th. Missed the pack. Yes, it does seem like it's going to be a bit bumpy. But here we are, guys. We're going to wait for these guys to go in just a second and start off with the formation lap. I need a drink of water because I've been talking quite a lot. So, guys, in the comments, Ard grabs pole. He is currently running first in the championship. Do you guys think he's going to convert it to a win? I'm interested to see. However, all right, so Newton has readied up. Let's see if any of the drivers follow. Ard is ready. So everybody's ready, has their strategies picked and ready to go. This is, I believe, a 26 lap race. 24, 26. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not going to be rested after the end of this race. So here we go, the formation lap. I will slap this stuff on. I'm going to do a little cheeky thing I like to do when I stream some league races. But what I'm going to do, I usually don't show the telemetry in between sectors. But if you guys want it, let me know. I'll put it on there. Broadcast camera, I usually always keep it on broadcast unless they're doing an overtake. Because, I mean, that's how they, show it. So, nope, I was 28 laps. Chandler's race pace is strong in the comments. Let's see if he can convert it into a win. It's Ard currently. Let's see if everybody's following. Everybody got going. Is anybody on the naughty step? That's what I like to call it when people run into each other in formation lap, which is the most ridiculous thing in the world, but it still happens. It's the greatest thing. Conspiracy theories already in the chats. I love it. All right, so we're gonna dive down. Everybody has gotten away from the formation lap. Everybody is being nice to each other, running into the back of each other. That is good for the tires. You guys want the advantage. You want the time to warm your tires, get around this lap, settle yourself, and get ready for the start of the race. Everybody's weaving. Yep. No, where's the Kimmy? Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the Williams is being the Kimmy of the formation lap. All right, so everybody's coming up to the hairpin or around the hairpin already. Art is pulling up to the start-finish line to get this Grand Prix on its way. 28 laps. This is gonna be mental. So what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, I like to, once everybody reaches around turn 1, I like to scroll through, since I'm by myself, to make sure everybody's gotten through. We're on for a ride. This is going to be, an eventful Grand Prix. 17 drivers have now lined up, and I have no sound. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. There we go. It's back. So 5 red lights are out. Here we go. Art gets a good jump. Let's see. Chandler puts up right behind him. Let's see if everybody gets through. Very respectful, like not too much argy-bargy here. Oh, we do have a car wide. A switchback racer, I believe. No. It's Mean. Mean was pushed wide, I believe. So Ard gets a great start out of this Grand Prix. He's currently running first. Chandler right behind. So the top three run in contention. Maverick there. Ham Newton's already made his way up. Let's get that telemetry back up. So let's look at, we want interval and we want position change so far. So Skippy is already up 2 spots. Very clean. I'm actually very impressed these guys are keeping it clean. I haven't seen any end plates fly off. Let's jump back. So I'm going to keep it with interval. Who is the closest right now? It looks like Ferrari Nut is right behind Trace Me. No, we have Switchback Racer working on Ludex. Here we go. Everybody running through. It might just be my first time. Let's see. Switchback Racer looks for an inside move on Ludex and might have it stick. Ludex goes wide. That's Switchback Racer up to 4th. He has fallen back a little bit. The back of these guys, the back 4, are so close. They were. Mean has fallen back. Ludex is behind him now. Let's see. Oh, Sparky is already on his charge right now. He's behind Maverick now. He gets around Adlifer. Everybody's starting to move up. What happened to Revs? Something happened to him. I don't know if he was bumped out or he went wide. Not sure. But Tyler's already up 2 positions. Everybody that was behind Revs is now up 1 position. Ferrari Nut, Trace Me, Ham Newton, Adlifer, Sparky. Ooh, Sparky's looking for a nice move on Adlifer. No, Maverick. This is a good battle between Sparky and Maverick. Let's see if Maverick can hold him off. Guys, with the tires on, we can do the tires. Everybody's on 1 lap so far. We have 2 hard compounds, a couple mediums, and a lot of softs. So Sparky is trying. Let's see if there's a toe. Maverick, what a toe on Boss Cookie. He's going to look for an outside look around the hairpin. Let's see if they can keep it clean. A little bit of a bump, nothing too much. Rubbing is racing, guys. Sparky's right there to collect any problem that comes up with these 2 racing each other. Ard, of course, sets the fastest lap. Being in first, he's got that clean air to run. So Sparky is on his way out around this long right-hander down to the sharp left-hander. You have to be very mindful of the brakes. So he's riding behind. He has his teammate Adlifer right there. All these guys are so close. Anybody else closer? It doesn't look like at the time. Trace Me is riding behind Adlifer. Look at this. Look. Oh, Trace Me had to think different about that. He had to think better. Adlifer cut the gap off. It is fair. Adlifer following him. Man, I tell you, Trace Me is looking pretty racy. Ferrari Nuts right behind. Oh, Ferrari Nuts gets loose. Revs looks like he's gonna go for a move. No. Backs out of it. Doesn't want to damage the wing. But he has Deer Hunter, who is a very quick driver, I know, right behind him. Deer Hunter's gonna want to make a move here as quick as he can to get around this field. Deer Hunter is on the... He's gonna have DRS. Will he make a move here? There's a big battle up ahead. Deer Hunter's gonna make the late blocks up, brakes a little bit. Look at the pack in front of him. It looks like Revs is not gonna challenge that too much. It is a long race. Whoa, Ferrari Nuts going side by side with somebody. Adlifer, I think it was. I mean, look at this pack. This pack is ridiculous. These guys are gonna make me not have a voice by the end of this. This is incredible. These guys are all so close. Revs is following Deer Hunter. Deer Hunter is trying to take, looks like Adlifer. Adlifer, easy there. Adlifer almost loses the car. Yellow sector 1, who is that? It looks like Adlifer might have had the yellow called on him for going off into the grass a little bit. Tyler's right there. Mean is right there. Adams, Luddix, Maverick. I wonder what happened to Maverick. Maverick, I know, has not had the season he wanted to so far. He's now in last. I must have missed what happened to him. It looks like Chandler is right there. Oh, jeez. Sector 2's yellows. Oh, must be switchback racer. Not sure what happened there. But let's jump back on board with Chandler as he tries to chase the race leader. Here we go. He will have DRS in this, but this is quite a hard straight to take over, I will say. I think the backstretch is a little easier. You have more DRS range. He definitely has a lot of ERS. Ard, not so much. Ard is not running any, neither is Chandler. But Chandler has 76% of his battery. These two, I think, are going to duel out to the very end of this race. Ham Newton has already found himself up to third. So Ham is what they say, going ham. Sparky up to fourth. Trace Me is having a solid race up in the fifth. But he does have Ferrari Nut right behind, looking for a gap to get into fifth. Deer Hunter is starting to make his way through the field. Skippy is already getting his way through the field. Revs following his teammate through. Tyler up to 10th. Mean is 11th. Switchback Racer doing a solid job in 12th. I mean, these guys are so close. Let's see if Tyler can get any move on Revs here. Formula Ranger. Yes, he's on mediums in P3. Woo! All right, so this is right around the time where I like to say, you know what? I think he's gonna go for a move. So let's pop on board. See if he can do it. Revs doesn't really have much to fight for. Mean for not too far behind. Let's see if Revs makes a move for the inside. No, I saw an end plate. I'm not sure. Was that Skeppy's? I can't tell from that speed. Oh, somebody dove for the pits, I think. Whoa! Somebody went really wide. I think it was Revs. Revs dove for the pits. I think it might have been his end plate that went flying. So Deer Hunter is with Skippy. Skippy is already up to 6th. I think those soft tires are starting to go off. And here he goes. Ferrari Nut is up to 3rd. That is a good shot for Ferrari Nut. Not doing, too bad. Ham is up to 2nd. So Ard makes a pit stop. I think it was time for the guys on softs to make a pit stop. Over in the region is saying Revs running too much downforce, getting mugged in the straights. I felt the same way in Bahrain, if I'm honest. This game is, it's not very forgiving when it comes to understeer. You want to run very low wings for that speed, that straight line speed, but I mean, if too much low wing, you're not going to make the corner. So here we go. Luddix goes really wide. He is on the hards. Ard is going to make a look for it. He is pretty far back. Let's see if he goes for the move here. I don't know. I think he's a smart racer. It's too far back. He's not going to think about it. But he does want to make sure he gets around Luddix as quick as possible. Looks like that might be quicker rather than later. Around the outside. Pretty clean move. Pretty nice. Job done. Ard gets on Luddix. Deer Hunter's in the pits. A lot of the guys making their pit stops now. So Ham Newton finds himself into first. Boss Cookie sets the quickest time so far of this GP. These guys are making me talk. Switchback Racer with Tyler. or Taylor. Switchback Racer has found himself in the 4th. Taylor in the 5th. They have Mean behind there. Adam is right there in 7th. Ard making his way through after making a pit stop. So Adam might be on a good idea here. He has started with the hards, so he technically only has to do a 1 pit stop strategy. Yeah, I was just saying that Formula Ranger. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Adam, if he started on the hards, will only have to pit once and put those mediums on, which will last him until the end of the Grand Prix. This is going to be interesting. Because Ham can literally go onto the hards and do a 1-stop as well. If Ard is going to do a 2-stop, Ard really needs to work through this field now and catch up. It's going to get interesting. Looks like Taylor loses out to Mean here. So let's see, Chandler gets around Luddix. Sparky, Trace. It looks like Deer Hunter also made a pit stop. Ard must have heard me because he said it's the quickest time. Chandler has lost the race now. You never know. Let's look at the German Grand Prix if you guys want to reference. You never knew what was going to happen in that race. And like online racing, you never know what's going to happen. Somebody might make a mistake. That's why you got to keep pushing. Don't give up. What time is T2 Monday? T2 starts at 8 o'clock, I believe. So Skeppy is running. Whoa! Switchback Racer getting a little carried away with that corner. Runs a little wide. Is he closing up on Skippy? I think he is. I think he's going to have room to grab that DRS. Wonder if he is. Yeah, he's close enough. Let's see. I think it's too far behind, though, to make a move. But you never know. Yeah, Switchback thinks better of it. But they do have Ard. Whoa! Ard has found himself in a tangle which he does not want to be in if he wants to keep up with these guys on the 1-stop. Battling with Adam and Ard sets another quickest lap, so he's on the move to get back up there. Switchback Racer trying to make his move on Skippy. Can he get this done? I do see that Maverick is closing down on Luddix. Whoa. Taylor on Adam. Oh, Switchback Racer does get around Skippy. Skippy has just let him go. That wouldn't be a Skippy. I don't think it would be. Oh, Skippy's hanging with Switchback Racer though. Sometimes I like to flip back between because some of these cameras are terrible. Because Codemasters makes the most incredible cameras. No, the tire wear isn't that bad. I will say, if these guys see any rain towards the end, I don't know the weather. If they see any rain, the people that are going to be on the worn mediums are going to be in for a field day. I've been down that road. So here goes Skippy's going to make a look for it. No, that's a little too far back. Hey. Well, that was a tongue-in-cheek moment there. I think Skippy got a little cute carried away, but he did. Oh, Switchback. A little off the curb there. Gets the car out of shape a bit. Skippy's going to go for the inside look around this long header. Oh, Switchback's going to do a switchback. Is it true? Yes, it is. Switchback gets the better run out of that corner. Skippy's going to have to fold for that position. Yes, all puns intended. I just did that joke. So Switchback keeps himself in the third, feeling a little feisty today. Luddix has retired from the Grand Prix, so Luddix is out. So that promotes Deer Hunter up to 16th. Deer Hunter running in third, or not third, last currently, 16th. So Ludwig has left the session. Switchback Racer, looks like Skeppy got around. Switchback Racer Ard is right there for the charge. This is going to get interesting. Ard doesn't want to be held up by these two very long. Ard goes for the inside look. It looks like Switchback Racer might have just let him go through. Maybe just to pull the toe off of Ard to get a little bit. Yellow sector 1 and 2. Wonder, Tyler, what has happened to him? I'm not sure. But here we go. Mean Fern, Switchback Racer, Ard on Skippy. What a move that was from Ard. Skippy is still side by side with Ard. Backs out of it a little bit, right through that left-hander, up to the start-finish line. You guys in the comments are going crazy at each other. Take it easy, guys. Ard and Skippy going, racing like it's, you know, on the line. Skippy's not folding back. Switchback Racer has caught up because of this. Mean is right there as well. All the while, this is kind of playing into Ferrari Nuts. Might be looking at a podium here. Ferrari Nut, if he can keep himself contained and keep a clean couple laps and make that, you know, that switch to the hard compound, he might be looking at a podium. So this might be a good as his teammate. His teammate didn't fare too well in this race. Ludwig has retired from the session. So it's up to Ferrari Nut to carry the points for Alfa Romeo. Ham Newton is just on a roll here, putting a gap of 6.7 seconds between him and Ferrari Nut. Ard now has to fight back because he will have to make a second stop. I doubt those mediums are going to go to the end. 11 laps so far of lap 28. A lot of yellow flags. I wonder what for. BRL Skippy and Switchback Racer are fighting again. And Mean is right there as well. These guys. Oh, Adam is right there with Boss Cookie. It looks like Revs is catching up to Adlifer. Adlifer covers the inside line. Let's see if these guys go cleanly around this hairpin. Revs goes a little wide. Gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles. I think that's the first one I've seen so far this race. These guys have been keeping it relatively clean. Trace is not too far behind, running in 14th. Sparky, a little unsure what has happened to him, but he's down in 15th. And Deer Hunter, a quick driver as well, is down to 16th. It looks like Skeppy has made his pit stop. Let's see when Switchback Racer follows suit, as well as Ferrari Nut and Ham Newton. I will say, streaming or watching these in 2019 sounds completely different than 2018. I will just note that, but never mind that. Ferrari Nut, let's jump on board with the Chandler has caught Mean. Let's see. Here we go. It might be a 3-wide situation here. Yes, let's get on board with this. We have Switchback Racing right there. Is this going to be? I don't want to. Everybody thinks very cautiously of that. That was a great decision. I think Switchback is going to make it for the pits right now. Switchback dives. No, he does not dive for the pits. So they've gone 12. Ham Newton is in. Ham has gone into the pits. Ard take over the race. Our lead. Chandler's going on the inside of Switch and Mean. Can he make this stick? I hear a little bit of argy-bargy with these cars. It looks like Chandler's got himself around these guys. Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Who was that? Is it Tyler? Or Taylor? No, Taylor's in the pits. Sparky, who's that? Swung around. I could not tell who that was. That was Sparky. Sparky was the one that spun around. So I know a couple of these guys are very close. I gotta jump down. Trace Me is with Revs. Revs is with Adlifer. These guys are going at it. 3 wide almost in that corner. If Ham pits right now, he's already pit. He's out in 5th. So Ham is out in 5th. He's good to go for the rest of this Grand Prix. Trace Me is looking very racy. He had Revs and Adlifer right ahead. Let's see what Trace can do. Goes a little wide. Carries a lot of speed though. Yellow sector 2, I'm not sure what that's for. It looks like Revs is going to make a move on Adlifer. Trace is too far behind to make a move on it. Looks like Switchback Racer and Ham go up ahead of Meat Fern. Yellow sector 3. What is going on, guys? It looks like it was maybe just a pit stop. I have no. Skippy is out of the race. I just missed that. No way. Skippy is out of this race. That's unfortunate for Skippy. So Sparky is up to 15th now. I'm just curious to wondering. No virtual safety car. I know you guys have been watching the videos. And no safety car yet whatsoever. It's like they don't exist yet. Codemasters can put that, famous UFO helicopter in this game that flies around at 0 light speed. But back to the action. Ham Newton is catching Boss Cookie. I don't think Boss Cookie is going to let this slide as easy as some of the other drivers. I think Boss Cookie's really going to fight Ham here. Ard has already pulled a 7.7 gap, but he will have to pit again. I wonder if he's going to think about pitting lap 18. Maybe. Lap 18, maybe lap 20. Throw a set of softs on and fight to the end. Let's see. Ham Newton looking for a move on Boss Cookie. I don't think it's going to be job done. Boss Cookie does a great job of covering the line. Yellow sector 3 again. It looks like Switchback Racer. No, he's in the pits. Jump back on board here. Ham Newton cannot get the job done against Boss Cookie. Ham is fighting. He wants to get around this guy. Looks like Switchback Racer and Taylor have made their pit stops. Or Taylor? No, Adlifer has made his pit stop. So Switchback Racer comes out 12th and slaps on a set of hards. But we're going to follow with this Ham Newton and Boss Cookie battle right now. Why are there so many yellow sectors? Sparky is out of the race. So Sparky is out of the race. So Boss Cookie, the looking mighty racer, covers that very deep inside line. Doesn't want to give Ham any room. Be interesting to see if he squeezes him here. Oh, give me a better look than that. There we go. That's great. Sparky, and not Sparky, Boss Cookie, and Ham side by side. No. Cookie dives to the pits. No, that's a wall. I thought he was going to hit that wall. That was quite an entrance to the pits. Sector 2 and Sector 3 yellows. Adlifer is out of this race now. These guys mid-race are dropping out now. Still no virtual safety car or safety car. So these guys have to push on. Ferrari Nut has found himself in the 5th. But I do think that Chandler and Ard are gonna have to pit again. I don't think Chandler's hards are gonna go to the end. I mean, they might. That is a beautiful helicopter shot. Codemasters, I wish you would do more of this, but you give us really, really terrible, really terrible code or camera angles. Everybody seemed to finally calm down so I can catch my breath. It looks like Ard is pulling a gap now to Chandler at a 9 seconds right now. Ham, see if he's catching Chandler. 2.8 currently the gap. 2.9, no, it's 2.8. I think it's staying firm. Ard makes his final pit stop, so he's on his way out. Ham Newton puts himself in the second. Chandler is in first now. So Ard went on another set of mediums. I don't know. I think I would have made those mediums stick as long as I could and tried to slap another set of softs on. Chandler. Yeah, he could have not have new set running through qualifying. So Ard might be looking at a top 3. I'm still wondering about Ferrari Nut. Ferrari Nut, oh no, not with Mean right there. Because I think, no, Boss Cookie's gotten around Ferrari Nut. Adam's definitely going to have to pit again. Ham, I think, is in the definite clear. This is now Ham's to lose. Chandler is still in the lead, but I think he's going to pull into the pits soon. He does have Ham closing up on him. Adam is right there on Ard. Let's see if Adam can have anything to say about taking that podium position away. Adam running on a very old set of hards. 17 laps old. I don't think he's going to have anything to say against Ard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Artie in the chat, I think that mediums would have lasted a little bit longer had he wanted to put softs on, but he might have not had softs, a fresh set, if he burned through them all in qualifying. It'd be interesting to find out. So, Ferrari Nut right there with Mean. Let's see if Ferrari Nut can get himself around. Mean, looks like Mean overtook Ferrari Nut. Ferrari Nut's down to 9th. This guy's starting to space out. Only 10 laps left of this Chinese Grand Prix. Pressure on Chandler might make him wear his tires faster. I know as a driver, in league racing, pressure on me actually makes my tires not die as much. Because if I'm in front, I can control the line a little bit better. I don't, but I'm not one of those guys who runs into somebody. That's all I gotta say. So Ferrari Nut looking for a move on Mean. I think he's maybe just a little bit too far back. He's not using his DRS. I wonder if it's broken. Ard sets the quickest time. Or the fastest lap. I'm going to stick on board here with Ferrari Nut to see if he uses DRS for this front straight. DRS is now open. I think Ferrari Nut has a problem with his DRS. Or he's just not activating it. He might have a malfunction DRS. Oh, he gets really close to Mean here. Alien mode activated for Ard. Ard really has to push. He is about 9.8 seconds behind. Chandler, if he really wants to go for it, he's got to go now. He's 7.3 behind Ham. Maverick down in 12th. Give a little bit of spotlight to these guys down. Taylor in 13th, running a good race, clean race. Has thrown on. If anything happens to a couple of these guys will find themselves in the points. So Tyler in 13th, Maverick in 12th. Switchback Racer is currently in 11th. He does have Maverick right there out of nowhere. Let's see if Maverick gets a clean run on the inside. Maverick's going to make a move for it. Doesn't put, here we go. DRS is going to be inactivated. Side by side down this back stretch. Gonna ride with Switchback now. Are these guys gonna keep it clean? Give me a better camera angle than that. Maverick just squeezes Switchback out of that position. Switchback's gonna have DRS this time around, but I think he might be a little too far back to make a move. Ard is catching Ham Newton like crazy. And it's now 5.8 seconds, guys. Revs has already worked himself way back up there. He's on 14 lap old medium, so he's gonna I think he's gonna have to pit again. But Revs is up to 4th or 6th. Currently 0.6 behind Boss Cookie. I love when Codemasters makes games that don't represent the tires. He said on screen that it's softs, but they're actually mediums that he's running right now, guys. Pay attention to the left side. That's the correct tire. But you can see on these set of tires that he's running right now, there's a lot of graining is happening on the inside of these front tires. So, who do we have that's super close? These guys are kind of spaced out now. Did Adam dive for the pits? No, not yet. I think that Revs will be looking to take a pit stop maybe next time around. Yeah, he didn't go in this time, so he's going to take one next. Maybe slap on the soft and go for the fastest lap of the race. Ferrari Nut gets really wide out of that last corner. 29 laps of 28 laps ago. My voice is starting to go. Here we go. Trace Me is starting to catch Revs. Let's see if Trace can pull that gap down between Revs and himself and get DRS, maybe make a move. A lot of these guys might be starting to feel the feeling of tire degradation. Especially I'm looking at Revs at 15 lap old mediums. I know tire wear is not too bad around this track. Oh, Boss Cookie, Trace Me's tires are switching between colors. But tire degradation with Revs has to be high. I think being on 15 old mediums, they have to be at least near mid-50s now. Trace is going to go for an inside look. Is he going to make it stick? Does he? Oh, locks the brakes. There goes Revs on the inside. Gets a little switchback. Trace outbroke himself. I think Revs is going to pull into the pits. He does. There we go. Looks like anybody's going to follow. Adam dove into the pits before him. Revs gets a 5-second stop-go for speeding in the pit lane. Adam's in the pits. Maverick has gotten himself up to the points. Not too far behind Deer Hunter. Let's follow this battle, guys. This is going to be quite tasty for him. Only 6 laps to go remaining in this GP. Revs is out of the pits on a brand new set of softs. The same with Adam. Ard is now 3.8 seconds behind Ham Newton. We have to wonder how long those mediums are going to last. Chandler is doing an excellent job on 15 lap old hards compared to Hams. If he can just hold out for 6 more laps, I think it's going to be a bit of an ask. Deer Hunter on 15 lap old hards. And he has Maverick all over the back of him. And I think Switchback is going to be invited into that fight not too long from now. Ards mediums will definitely last until the end, but I'm wondering about the delta, the speed he'll have towards the end. But it will be pretty much equal to Hams because Hams on 10 lap old hards. Chandler is the one I'm looking at. I wonder how long this guy can run on a set of hards that are 16 laps old, and he still has to do another 5 laps. Sector 1 yellow. Looks like Boss Cookie might have lost it. Where's he at? He's just at the very end, it looked like, of Sector 1, so it looked like it might have been Boss Cookie. But here we go. Ferrari Nut is working on Mean. Maverick is catching up to Ferrari Nut, and Deer Hunter is following suit. I think we're going to have quite a battle on our hands. Revs has caught up to Trace. Trace, I think, is not going to have much to say about this being on 16 lap old hards, whereas Revs is on a brand new set of softs. But Revs really needs to pick his moment. Doesn't want to force the issue, but he wants to get around. I know you're not in the points, but you want to make sure you race cleanly. He's going to go for an inside look on Trace. I think Trace isn't going to say too much about it. Job done. Very well overtaken clean. Tyler not too far behind. So the gap now are 2.6. Ham hasn't really made a move to bring that gap down between him and Chandler. 2.1. Chandler might have been pushing. 2.1 currently, 2.3 between Ham and Ard. Looks like Maverick has Deer right behind. And Ferrari Nut is right near Mean. So 4 laps to go on this Grand Prix, and it's going to get spicy. I'll agree with that, Ring. I feel like the hards, once they get a couple laps in them, feel amazing, whereas the mediums feel terrible for the entire stint. I don't know what it is with this game. It might just be down to driver preference. But Ferrari is right behind me. Ham has caught Chandler at 1.8 now. Ard is starting to reel Ham in a little bit. Trust me, if that gap gets closer, I will dive on board with that battle. But right now, I'm going to stick with everybody who's closest. Ferrari is going to have DRS on Mean. Maverick not too far behind. Let's see if Ferrari Nut is going to have enough to get around. Mean is going to make for an inside look. Mean keeps the gap or the lane open, but Ferrari Nut thinks better of it. Here we go, guys. Ferrari Nut is going to have another shot. Maverick 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. I have not seen too many of those tonight, so these guys are doing an excellent job of, maintaining their consistency. Revs sets the quickest time of the GP, but he is in the 11th. I don't know if these guys award it to anybody that's outside of the top 10, just like F1 do. Maverick right behind Ferrari Nut. Ferrari Nut is trying to work on Mean. Ard now 1.8 seconds behind Ham. Ham now 1.8 seconds behind Chandler. This might get a bit tasty towards the end, guys. We're gonna have about three and a half laps to go here soon. Anyways, we're gonna move back with Mean, Ferrari Nut. These guys are battling it out for that 5th place position. And it looks like Adam has caught up to Switchback Racer. Switchback on a 10 lap old set of hards. So I'm gonna move away from the tires, and I'm gonna look at positions gained. Adam has gained 6 positions. Mean has gained 8. And Ferrari has gained 5. Ham. Oh, whoa. I think that was. Who was that? GZP, I can't even keep. That was Mean who lost it. So Mean lost it, and Ferrari Nut, I think, lost out of that as well. So that's put Maverick up to 5th. Deer Hunter's up to 6th. Looks like Tyler might have lost out the Trace. But yeah, biggest mover so far of the day is Adam, up 8 positions. Deer Hunter's not doing bad either, up 6 positions, as well as Ham. Ham is up. But guys, look who is catching Ham. For the fans of Ham, you might want to start getting worried. And for the fans of Ard, you might want to start cheering. Because this is going to get crazy. 2 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Can Ard get around Ham Newton and maintain that solid points position at the top of the Split 1 BRL Championship? We're going to follow this. Looks like Adam is catching Switchback Racer. Is he going to make a move for it? No. Very smart driving. Mean is trying to catch back up to Ferrari Nut. I wonder if Ferrari Nut and Mean had it coming together, and that's why they both lost out and they've fallen behind. Adam is right there and Switchback. I don't think a move's going to be done in that corner. Ard following Ham. He is definitely going to get DRS. We're going to ride on board, let you listen to Ard right now. A bit of commentator's curse. Ard almost lost it. He's lost out. I think that's going to gift Ham 2nd position. Bearing in mind any track penalties that I have not caught. These guys, I don't think they have too many. But Chandler, guys, let's talk about Chandler. Still leading this race. Can he pull this win off? Can he do it? Adam picks up a 3-second time penalty. I don't think this is going to be. Adam is looking at Switchback Racer. Switchback Racer has had one heck of a race tonight. He's up to 7th, up 4 positions. Adam has had a great race. But honestly, I'm going to have to say, guys, I want you guys to help me here. Driver of the day, put it in the comments. I think I have mine picked out. Sector 1, Sector 2 yellows. Looks like Ferrari Nut has lost it. Ferrari Nut is out of the Grand Prix on the last lap. I'm not being biased here, but if this guy does not have any on-track penalties, I'm going to have to give my driver of the day to Chandler. for a solid, demanding race. He gets the job done, crosses the finish line. He does. Ard Chadler picks up the Grand Prix win of the BRL Chinese Grand Prix, followed by Ham Newton. Ard, Boss Cookie is coming around now. I will say a close second. It has to be Adam, up 8 positions. He's had a good, solid, quiet race. As long as he holds that position, definitely Chadler, driver of the day. Boss Cookie gets 4th. Maverick on his way to get a solid 5th. Bang in 10 points for his championship causes. 5th. Deer Hunter returns after being absent last week, gets 6th. Switchback racer, solid 7th. Adam drops down to 9th. So only 8. Revs gets 10th, and Trace is going to come in with, whoa, that was Taylor going really slow, but there you guys have it. The BRL Chinese Grand Prix. I am out of breath. That was good fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again. You guys have blown up the comments, and I appreciate it. Oh, the Racing Point. I sure would say Force India, but we're not allowed to say Force India. It's basically Force India, but with a new name. There you go, guys. Haas picks up a good podium. Racing Point. Sorry, Racing Point gets a good podium, and Red Bull pick up a podium. Let's dive down through this race. I think it's going to give me my XP first. No, it hasn't. Cool. Okay. So only 3 drivers have gotten time penalties. Maverick has gotten a 3-second. Adams has gotten a 3-second, and Revs has gotten a 3-second. But guys, Chadler picks up the win for the Chinese Grand Prix, followed by Ham Newton. Ard picks 3rd. Boss Cookie 4th. Maverick 5th. Deer Hunter 6th. Switchback Racer finishes 7th. Mean finishes 8th. Adam 9th. Revs 10th. Trace picks up 11th, followed by Tyler in 12th, and fortunately, Ferrari Nut has retired from the race on the last lap of the Grand Prix, but I think his points will count for wherever he finished, but unfortunately he's in 13th. Adler is out. Sparky, unfortunately, is out. Skippy is out. Ludex is out. But guys, in the comments, thank you so much for following along. This has been your Chinese Grand Prix with BRL. Join us next week. It is actually Baku. Baku is going to be a crazy race. But if you guys are interested, follow this channel. We have split 2 races on Monday at 8 o'clock, but we are back next Friday at 11 o'clock for the Baku Grand Prix. Until then, we will see you then. Thank you so much for following. Good night.